Scott here with the Carrera Cafe. Just going out for a quick little Saturday afternoon drive. Before it starts to get too cold here, I'm trying to get as much seat time behind the 911 as I can. The vehicle is still cold right now, so you'll see me going pretty easy on the gearbox. I like to take it pretty easy on this 915. This specific 915 is the original transmission. My 3.2 Carrera's got just over 100,000 miles on it. I can tell that this one's been maintained pretty well. I've changed some of the shift linkage bushings already just to make it feel a little more tighter. I do still need to do the spring that kind of recenters the shifter. It doesn't really flip back into neutral like it should, but other than that, I really like driving this 915 gearbox. I've driven some G50s as well, which I also enjoy, but when I'm in this car, I really don't want to do anything but think about driving. So this 915 gives me a very connected feel. It makes me work for it, which I really enjoy. So we're gonna get it warmed up here and get out on some nice back fall roads and let you guys take in the exhaust sound. If you were with me on the last video, we did the Fab Speed bypass, which I enjoy the sound when you're wide open and really out there to drive, but day to day it is too loud. Even in this video, I feel like I'm trying to talk loud to make sure you guys hear it over the exhaust. If you're gonna daily drive this, I think the bypass is probably a little too much. I'm gonna do a couple more videos with the exhaust like this, but more than likely I'm gonna put it back to stock and start looking at some other options. Again, if this was your weekend only cruiser, maybe it's a track car for you, or you want to do like an RS Tribute or something, you're looking to get the exhaust louder, this is definitely a great option. It's just a little much for me, but it does really sound good when you are above 3,000-4,000 RPMs. However, my wife and I do nice drives on the weekends and try to go to Porsche events. It's a little loud if you want to have a conversation in the car. It's definitely loud if you want to have a phone call. In a different video, we put in this radio, and it's got a built-in microphone, which works very well, actually, but not with the exhaust. So whoever I'm speaking to on the other end definitely can hear the exhaust, which is a great conversation starter on the phone, but so again, car's not quite up to temperature yet, so I'm still going a little easy on it, but we're gonna get out into some nice kind of fall roads and just let you guys enjoy the sound of that flat six. Couple things on my kind of winter project list for this car is I'm going to replace the torsion spring plates in the rear. They're actually pretty quiet right now, which is interesting. I thought the spring plates, the bushings would have gotten louder when it was cold, but they've actually gotten quieter in the cold temperatures. On warmer days, I hear a little bit of chatter from those torsion bar bushings, so I'm going to replace the bushing and the spring plate, so that's on the list to do. See my brake lights on here. I got about 3 millimeters left, I think, on my pads, so I'm going to do some rear rotors and pads this winter. But other than that, you know, I'm 5 months into owning this vehicle. I've driven 3,000 miles almost in 5 months. This vehicle was driven 3,000 miles over about 8 years in the last ownership. So I've driven it more in 5 months than the last owner did in 8 years. And it's been very reliable. The only problem we had was that Porsche Palooza event. The vehicle just didn't like the damp and cold climate there. Like I said, I think moisture got into the temperature head sensor, which is a sensor that dumps fuel based on the temperature of the engine. I think moisture got in it, was messing up the resistance. So car's getting a little warmer here, so I'm going to shut up and let you guys listen to the car. There is a C8 Z06 behind us that's driving kind of close, so I think he's going to try to have some fun, and certainly in a straight line I don't stand a chance, but we're going to see if he keeps up with us in these corners up here. One of the things you'll definitely learn when driving one of these older 911s is you really got to brake in the straight and do not let off in the corner, right? You should not be braking into a corner. You shouldn't be letting off the accelerator in a corner. You got to brake before the turn and accelerate through it. That's obviously true in a lot of cases, but it's emphasized way more in this vehicle. We did a rally 2 weeks ago in Eureka Springs. Old 911 in that 20-man rally, the rest of the vehicles were a lot newer. You know, 718 GTSs, 997s, 991s. People that were probably a little more, they had a little more assistance out on the windy roads than I do. So I got to really get to know the car a lot more there, which was nice. I'm gonna roll down just my window and we'll see if it doesn't give you guys too much wind noise. Backfires are just really, I mean, they're so prominent, and you can definitely exaggerate it. I don't know if any of you have watched the new Escalade V videos, but when you feather the gas or let off, it pops a lot. You can do it in this car. If you feather the gas, it really starts to pop. Be a little careful. There's a lot of blind corners here. Later into the drive, it'll open up a bit. Yeah, see, there you go. Actually my dad, I think, who did it when I was leaving their house the other day, and I did from first to second gear shoot flames. So if you want to exhaust that shoots flames, Fab Speed Bypass is all you need. Tell you what, I've owned I've owned 39 or 40 cars in the last 15 years, ranging from $5,000 beaters to $100,000 sports cars. And none of them have this level of connection and excitement. And it's not because this car is fast. I've had vehicles with 600 horsepower, which is roughly 3 times more the power than this. But the size, the engagement, the feel, it's just a wonderful place to be. What, the gearing in this vehicle is really good. I mean, most of these drives, I'm in between second and third gear. A lot of times I can just leave it in second. If I'm doing a really spirited drive, if I'm just kind of cruising, third gear is really, I just leave it. windows for this part, just in case the audio's not been too good for you guys. Cut down on some of the wind noise. Here's some of that induction. leaves left for us. We're in November now, and looks like most of the leaves are off the trees for us. I was hoping to do a nice fall drive for you guys at some point, but my drone got ran over by a golf cart, and I've been ordering different parts to try to fix it over the last month or two, and I've finally given up on the repair effort. I've replaced a few parts and just haven't been able to get it all functioning again, so I've got a replacement drone that'll be here in a few days, and start to encompass some nice aerial shots of the car in some of these videos, but I was hoping to get a nice cinematic fall drive for you guys, but we'll have to wait till next fall for that. Well, guys, thanks for joining us on a quick little Saturday drive. Once again, I'm Scott with the Carrera Cafe. If you enjoy Porsche content and you're interested in some DIYs and just overall kind of car ownership and Porsche reviews, feel free to like and subscribe, and looking forward to bringing you guys some more content.